It wasn't supposed to end like this. Despite years of warnings that the United States would someday end their mission in Afghanistan, those who held the future of this country in their hands are devastated. Dr. Arif is a two-time refugee. He first fled Afghanistan in 1993 when he was 32 years old, walking for weeks to reach safety in Pakistan and eventually moved to Italy. This time, he was forced to leave. He went back in 2006 with the Italian Development Agency to rebuild his country. They worked on infrastructure and roads, they built hospitals and trained medical staff. Are the last 20 years lost?
It's not that we have lost everything, but the way we have abandoned them, this is more difficult, more painful. We have done many things, but we should not have abandoned them in this way.
Arianna Brigante is the vice chairperson with the Italian agency Nove Onlus, which worked in Afghanistan over the last decade to empower women. The group set up a women's driving school in Kabul and provided a shuttle service so women could get from work and school home safely.
There was a hopeful generation, and I think we lost that. I mean, people that I've been working with for such a long time, and even the one that my organization managed to evacuate, they're hopeless. They don't think there is a future in Afghanistan anymore.
Amina, not her real name, works for Nove Onlus. She tried 3 times to get to the Kabul airport before finally using a red flag to signal Italian soldiers who brought her to safety. She fears for those she left behind, but she knows her work was not in vain.
I'm proud of all the time, all the works we have done by the help of our organization, Nove Onlus, that we have done there. Since all our projects were related to women empowerment, women education, and their development.
Captain Luca of the Italian Air Force flew the first Italian evacuation mission out of Kabul on August 15th. Even though so much has changed since then with security threats and a deadly suicide bombing, he will never forget the people he brought to safety or those he left behind.
It was a challenge for everybody. But when you finally land and you relax just 1 second, you look at those people in their eyes, you feel like you did something very good. And you really can see the hope in their eyes, you know. And it has been a long trip for everybody. But now we're just getting home and they are going towards something new, a very new kind of life.
Many of those